So today I made $76.46 to close out my month. It was a red month of $236 of loss. So last month I think I had $330 of profit. So, compared to that, I'm taking one step forward, one step back. I'm really happy to close the year on a fucking green trade. Let's talk about what I did. So I was looking at my top percent gainers. I was looking at Oracle. I know I don't want to rely on Oracle, but I do look at it. I noticed that Bingo was going up, so I looked at Bingo and it has a lot of volume, 183 million. So I was like, let me take a look at this. And I was looking at it right around here. Um, yeah, and I was like, you know what? Um, is this on the daily chart? Yeah. I was like, I just wasn't feeling it for some reason. I was like, it's got a huge float. The volume was not this high at the time, and I was just not interested. Like I saw 600 million volume resistance and I was like, I'm just not interested in this. Regardless of what it says that it could be bullish on Oracle, right? So I eliminated Bingo. And something that I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to look at previous days, right? But anyway, I looked at PED um, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it because it was a low float, but it's got a choppy chart. And I was like, I don't know how to read this, so I'm going to eliminate it. I think Indo is from yesterday. This was a possible short idea for me, but I didn't like that it was a very low float. Jan, I don't even know when Jan is from, but it's a low float with a choppy chart. So I'm just like freaked out by it. So goodbye, Jan. UUU was something I was looking at too, but it's a low float and it's a 52-week high. So I eliminated it. Um, it's like a process of what is it called? A process of elimination, and it was way off its high. So I'm like, how much can it actually give me? Um, Ebon, I think, is doing a crypto play. I didn't like the daily chart. It's kind of a higher flow with not enough volume, and it didn't go anywhere. So that was Ebon. I looked at Can. These are all the top percent gainers, right? Um, and okay, bigger float. Mm, this looks like a short idea to me from the 620s, just because it's like doing a double top kind of thing or like a lower high, but it is green on the day, so I just left it alone. And I looked at this one, lower flow with some volume. I just couldn't read the chart. I was like, all right, bye. I looked at this HUSN, low flow, weird chart. I was like, I can't read you. Goodbye. Tesla. So what I did yesterday was I have my E-Trade account, right? And so I bought 2 shares of Tesla at 693 each. So because I'm like, why should my money just sit there for a week when I don't have day trades? So I'm pleasantly surprised that this has gone up. So I basically made $14 on it. So funny. If I were to sell, I'm not going to sell. So Can, Ebon. A lot of times I feel overwhelmed by looking at all the tickers and trying to figure out what to do. And so then I reduced my viewing thing to BTBT, which was a runner yesterday, and Netty, which was a runner yesterday, because I'm trying to short things that have been runners in the past. So first I looked at BTBT, and after my great conversation with Louise, I'm looking at 15-minute charts. And I also get confused. Like if I don't have 2 charts up, I forget what happened on the daily chart. So that's kind of my brain. Like I get overwhelmed and frazzled. And so it's been really helpful to have this charting thing. And all you have to do is click like right click, and then you do compact multi charts, which has been a lifesaver for me. So I'm watching this over here, and BTBT was red on the day. I'm expecting it to fucking fall from this level or basically bump its head and stuff into the 1590s, which was kind of happening right around, like, I see that it's going past VWAP. I see that it's consolidating. I remember Stevens DVD talking about consolidation equals bullishness, so I leave it alone. I was thinking in my mind, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should take a stab risking 1613 somewhere over here. And you know what? I'm glad I didn't, because not only was it green on the day, but it just really blew past that, right? So I said, you know what? Let me go with the safer choice, which is Netty, which is red on the day, 11%. And let me take a really tight risk. And because this is what I was looking at. Like, oh, and compared to the daily charts, right? This daily chart on Netty, like, I hate it. Like, it's so choppy, but it's at its highs of the chop. So I'm expecting it to come back down again. It's got 40 million, 30 million, 30 million volume resistance, no volume on the day, basically, even though it is a lower float. So I said, you know what? We're going to go with this one. Oops. I want to show you the 15-minute chart that I was looking at. And my stats on shorting is 77% correct versus 39% for longing. So I feel more comfortable with my short ideas. So, and I started watching it right around here, and I was like, Liz, just take a stab at it, keep a really tight risk, and then if it blows past your wrist, that's it. You can't just fucking sit by the sidelines all the time. And I was like, well, what about if I get in at the 14s, which is where the crack will happen? And I was like, why are you going to wait for that? So I want to really close up and talk about these candles. So I said, I'm seeing this action over here. I'm like, okay, like it's below this 1467 level. So this is where I entered in this area. And it's funny because before I was like consolidation equals bullishness, but this is under VWAP. This is not over VWAP. That's also important. And so I got in at 1444 and I set my risk at 15, and I was like, is that the correct risk? And then I see that it's that right above these candles. Well, from where I was looking at it, it was like this. 14,507. So I said, you know what? I'm going to change my risk from 1450, which is 6 cents, to 1451, which is 7 cents. And from that point, it just fell off of the cliff, because it kept getting very close, like 1449, 1450, but it never touched 1451. And then it had a huge panic. So I took some profits off of this crack line, because you never know if it's going to have a bounce. So this was my line in the 14s. And then I'd shaved off 25 shares. And then I said, let it keep going. It just made a crack. So then I shaved off again over here in the 1365s or something like that. And then I saw this reversal action happening because I'm focusing very clearly on the candles. I'm always looking, like, this candle is my indicator that this support level has now dropped. That is, like, I'm always watching very carefully during shorts. Like, this candle means that all this support has dropped, right? Now this candle means that this is gone. This candle means this doesn't matter. Now we're on this candle, and then this starts setting up. And then this candle fucks all this shit up. Right? And this candle is the ultimate bottom at 1336. So then I'm watching over here. I'm seeing this up curling action, and I'm looking at the candle tops, which also matters to me. The bottoms matter and the tops matter. So you see this here, 1358. That's my new risk level. And when this candle breaks it, I got out here, I think, again in the 1360s or something like that. Maybe this was 1366 and this was 1360, something like that. But this candle breaks this risk level, and it's not breaking down, it's curling upwards. So I got out the last 50 shares. So 25, 25, and the last 50. And that was great because it went back up right back to 1406. And now it's probably that VWAP reject thing, but I don't have to stick around for that. And if I had another day trade, I would add more shares over here and then take more profits here. So I feel really happy about this trade. I think it was really good, really smart. I avoided so much drama on BTBT, and it's a great way to close out the year for me. Yay! Good job, Liz. We're so proud of you. So This is exactly what I wanted to do. I want to focus on shorting previous runners. And I played some jazz in the background and I shaved off my profits. I did a good job. And that's all for now. And I hope everyone has a great new year. And thank you so much. Bye.